this should have been a game. When I was a kid playing Asteroids, it inspired me to take up programming. I wanted to do it as a career, but I actually enjoyed it more as a hobby, because as a career you get into some really boring stuff and it's not going to be making video games. So as a hobby, I'm free to make the video games and I'm not under any pressure like to deliver a product or anything like that. I could just do it the way that I want to do it and have fun. So I learned P5JS over the last several months from Daniel Schiffman's The Coding Train. He'll teach you everything you need to know to make this game here. So if you want to get into coding and eventually learn how to make this, a few months of coding pretty steady, you'll be able to make your own themed Asteroids game. And I made Star Trek Asteroids because I'm a Star Trek fan. It seemed like an obvious mix. So in the early 80s there wasn't a lot of cross-branding going on. There was some just beginning. Now you don't even begin a project without thinking how it could be cross-branded 12 or 15 different ways. But in the early 80s there wasn't a lot of that going on. If there had been, Asteroids could have made a lot of money with various themes in their game. And that's true because of the number of clones and knockoffs to the Asteroid style play that we saw during the 80s. So they could have stepped up their game a lot and made this game here with the coding at the time. It could have been made similar to this. Maybe by around 1984 this game could have been practical and should have been. So I made it. It took me about a week or so. I did the basic Asteroids engine from the two-part tutorial that Daniel Schiffman's The Coding Train has. Once I got that basic engine, I built on it in a way that I could add different theme parts. So I don't have to have the Enterprise. I can have the little triangle, or I don't have to have the Romulan enemy ship. It could be the traditional saucer. You know, it's integrative, extensible, I'll say. And there are some nice touches in this that vary, like the asteroids rotate. I kind of like that. The star field's really distinct. You've got the story that pops up here, and then there's a leaderboard at the end that kind of decloaks. And I like the decloaking of the Romulan ship too. And the gameplay is interesting. The story is kind of interesting, and elevates the Asteroids game a lot just by adding the theme. I think it makes it a lot more interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you like this, if you're an Asteroids fan or a Star Trek fan or both, if this is a nice blend or not. Just what are your thoughts? I've got another video that shows the older Asteroid Styles game, so check that out here, and until next time, take care.